Hey guys, it is so much that has been going on in these last few months. And I believe I decided to make my YouTube page kind of like my travel page. So, I don't travel as often as I would like to. I kind of call myself cutting back. I thought I was going to cut back this year, but I really didn't. So I ended up dragging my boyfriend along through my travel excursions this year. And for the last 6 years, I was traveling alone for the most part. He's just not into traveling. And so I was like, well, I'm going to pull your teeth. If you don't want to go, then just stay back, you know. He kind of was like, I'm fine with that. I send you with spending money and bring me back a souvenir and it's all good. However, the travel alone may have created some level of demise in my relationship. So at the end of the day, okay, if I have a boyfriend or a significant other, whether we are, on the rocks or off the rocks, separated or whatever, at some point you have to kind of be like, okay, why doesn't he not want to go with her? Or why does she not want to travel with him? And so it never was a time that I didn't want to travel with him. He just never appeared to be excited or had an urgency to travel with me. So I just was like, stay back. You know, I can travel alone. Some women, some men would probably prefer not to travel alone. Me, I was like, I'm fine with it. There's things and perks to traveling alone as well. However, it also raises eyebrows in people's eyes, society's eyes, and maybe my significant other's eyes. It's like, okay, well, maybe there is somebody else out there she's traveling with. Or why does she so willingly want to travel without me? So so many things could have run through different people's minds. Some people spoke on it, some people probably just kept it underneath their breath. But at the end of the day, I truly did not mind traveling alone, and I had one of the most amazing times of my life these last 6 years. I started in my 40s wanting to travel alone, and I think I've been with my boyfriend since I was like 36, 35, turning 36. So the first 4 years I brought him along again. We did southern trips, Caribbean trips, local trips. So we did travel together in the beginning, and then I just maybe got into a selfish space, and he probably did too, and we just was like, F it. Or as if to say, you get into a relationship at some point and people start to give up on the relationship and don't want to keep fighting for it. So now here we are 10 years in, and we're fighting for it again. Sometimes he was fighting harder than me, sometimes I was fighting harder than him. It was always on again, off again. We never seemed to be on the same page when we were fighting for our relationship at the same time. Looking back on it, not surprising. I think a lot of relationships go through that. What's beautiful about it is to find that middle ground and fight at the same time. So anyway, right now, I'm bringing him back along with me. I love to travel, and I think he does too secretly. He'll never let me know, but I know he likes traveling. When I see him pick up the phone and start taking pictures, doing selfies, even one selfie with me, because I'm normally the selfie person, I'm like, he having fun. But I ain't gonna make a big deal about it. But I see you, boo. I see you. So anyway, Palm Springs. I'm gonna do different increments because I just like the different look of different videos in accumulation. But Palm Springs was my birthday trip, and it was a day trip. And again, him and his nonchalant ass would rather be at the casino ass was like, why Palm Springs? And I was like, why not Palm Springs? I've never been. At this point in my life, I've traveled quite a bit, and now I'm pretty much just knocking off places I've never been. My bucket list of places I've wanted to go, I've pretty much knocked down. So now it's just places I have never been. Why not? Type of shit. So Palm Springs, I'm from California, and I've never been to Palm Springs. Been to San Diego, been to LA, but never Palm Springs. So um, Palm Springs it was. We did a day trip, flew out early that morning, came back that evening, um, visited family. They made us dinner. She had a pool in her backyard, had a boutique in her garage. So we really didn't even have to go nowhere. If I had to run that back, I would just hang out with her again. She was an older cousin, one of my mom's cousins, but she was cool, and home was beautiful, pool was beautiful, and like I said, the boutique in the garage was just a perk. When I told her we was gonna go do some shopping at the outlet, she was like, well, before you go, run through my garage. I'm like, okay. So of course we was gonna give sis a little bit of our money to support her. And of course she gave us a deal at the same time. Um, so yeah, what did we do? We got off the airport. Babe forgot his sponge. Who likes to sponge his hair, so we had to stop off at a beauty supply. Found a black beauty supply. That was dope. And then we headed off to Moreno Valley, which is where my cousin was. She made us lunch, barbecue chicken, potato salad. Then did a little sunbathing in the pools. Just stuck my feet in. I didn't go all the way in. I can't swim no way. Jermaine took a nap because that's what he do. Stay up all night before flights and then be tired as hell when it's time to leave out. I prefer early morning flights. So he took a nap while I, was in the pool. Left there, went to the outlets. They were a high-end outlet, so if you're going to Palm Springs, bring your change. Nice high-end outlets. We passed 2 casinos on the way. I mentioned it to Babe if you want to stop in one. He was like, no, this is your day, and you don't do casinos, so we don't got to go. But I was like, okay, because we could stop. He was like, no, it's your day, whatever you want to do. So after we left the outlets, did a little shopping. We stopped off, had dinner at this cute little spot near the airport, and there was another casino right in the vicinity. So I did notice a little LGBTQ community a little bit closer towards the airport where we stopped off at the restaurant at, which didn't bother me. But when I got back home, my clients told me that they do have a predominantly LGBTQ community, which was interesting because my next more current trip I'm gonna tell you guys about next video, they too had a real popular or predominantly LGBTQ community. So sometimes I guess certain areas like San Francisco, the LGBTQ community probably just feels more comfortable with settling down, living. So on that note, I'm gonna go. But today, as I cook Sunday dinner, I'm gonna saute some chicken breasts. I stuffed them with cheese and peppers, and homemade mashed potatoes. I was just chopping them up, and some fresh spinach. I put some of the spinach in the chicken breast, but I'm also gonna have it as a side for a veggie. Always 3 courses, and I'm gonna go. But Palm Springs was my birthday trip this April 2023. And it was a day trip. It was just enough. Oh, and one more important thing I want to tell you about Palm Springs. Palm Springs was outdoors. I was told that old school airports back in the day were outdoors. They never were indoors, which makes sense because I guess you land in the plan, so people didn't see the need to be indoors. But I guess certain geography of weather plays a part. But Palm Springs airport is predominantly outside. There are only the gates or indoors, and that was gorgeous. It was warm. It was late April. Palm trees everywhere. Coachella had just left, so it was a nice laid back city. A lot of people would be like, ain't nothing there, but if you wanted it to be a party city, you would have to bring the party with you. For me, I'm not on that hype anymore. I just want to travel alone or per se with my significant other, do some fun shit, some little nasty, freaky, fun shit, and go on back home. See y'all later for my next trip that I went on just recently. See y'all.